Mary, everyone. I would like to say a few things before I do this reading. First of all, I'm going to admit to you that I am not all that merry right now. I have some personal things going on, and I just want to say, it is always merry though, because coming on YouTube, making videos, um, it's it's something that I really enjoy and that makes me happy. And to be honest, I often do come to make videos when I'm not at my best because doing so makes me feel better. So thank you all for being there, for watching my videos. To those of you who I subscribe to, I watch your videos, thanks for making videos. I'm grateful for YouTube and that we're able to connect and express ourselves through this mode. So I wanted to say that, and also I decided I wasn't planning on doing a love reading for the summer, but I've actually got some personal stuff going on in my life that's coming up, in my love life, that has made me want a reading. And when I realized that, I just started feeling like, yeah, go ahead and do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an elemental reading for the summer 2016 for all the signs, but by your elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The only advice that I can give you is to just watch whatever you personally feel called to or feel like watching. If you want to use your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant sign, or listen to all of them, just go with your own intuition is the only advice I can give you for that. Okay, so I'm going to get into the reading, but I just want to kind of clear my head a bit and share some of my thoughts here before I do that to make the reading better, have a clear head for it, but also just for my own benefit. So I hope you don't mind too much, but yeah. So I was having this thought about love and about partnerships, romantic relationships, and wouldn't it be nice if we were all alone zen, if we were all at that mature, evolved state where we could just accept the other as they are and be grateful and appreciative and happy and enjoy what they have to offer and not become as dependent as often. I think a lot of us fall into this trap. I think most of us do this where we meet somebody and it's great. We see a lot of things in them we really like. They make us happy. Maybe they bring out the best in us. They make us feel good about ourselves. We fall in love. We love them. And then after a while, over time, we start wanting more. We start trying to get more. We expect things from that person, that partner. And okay, to an extent, maybe that's valid and useful. I certainly think that relationships and partnerships, people in general, can inspire others and motivate others. There's positive reinforcement and there's negative reinforcement and whatnot. But I think that we do inspire each other and help each other grow. And sometimes growth comes from disagreements and conflicts and needing more or wanting more from someone and asking that of them. Sometimes that inspires them to change, to try it. Sometimes they feel like yeah, I wish I had done this sooner. They feel like benefited from it. They feel better for doing it. Whether that's like a physical thing, like, hey, why don't you clean more? Or if it's in the way they talk or to us, or like more of a mental or emotional thing or spiritual thing. So I don't know. But it's just an idea, thought, and I know it's an ideology or that a lot of people hold. But wouldn't it be nice if we were all there, we were all at that evolved state where we didn't become codependent in a relationship. We didn't get so needy. We didn't put demands and expectations on our partner. We just took in what they had to offer, what they give us, the love and happiness in the relationship, and all of those things that come up, those mental and emotional needs that we start expecting our partners to fulfill. We found a way to do that ourselves, so what if my partner's not fulfilling all of my emotional needs? So I go do that on my own. I go do that through treating myself well, through being healthy, through other relationships with other people. I find a way to get my needs met. I'm certainly not talking about like just finding anybody and being like, oh, we'll be in a partnership, and sometimes they're good, but they're very abusive, mentally, emotionally, any kind of abuse. Like, they're very abusive. They just keep abusing me. I'm not talking about like having a Zen attitude for that and trying to whatever. I'm talking about like when we fall for a person, we fall in love with a person, we consciously make a decision to be with them because we see all these great things in them. Maybe they bring out the best in us, like I said, but we want to be with them, and then at some point it's not good enough anymore. We want more. We find that like our needs aren't getting met, and sometimes we expect our partners to meet all of our needs. And then we wind up losing really good partnerships, really good relationships because of that. This is something that's on my mind and is feeling really sad for me. And I just kind of want to explore that other side of it. Just what if? I know another thing that sometimes happens is people will have very specific ideas and lists of what they want in a person, like what they want in a partner, what they want in a romantic partner. And I don't want to make any sort of judgment as to whether that is right or wrong, good or bad, good idea, bad idea, helpful or not helpful, etc. But, I know to an extent, sometimes it does help people to attract more of what they're looking for in a companion. But at the same time, I think sometimes we get so married to those lists and think that we need, and this is what's going to make us happy, and this is what we need, that we really like close our minds and limit the universe's creativity. And I'm at the point right now where I'm kind of like, I'm a big planner. I like to plan and organize things and make things happen, create projects and whatnot from that. But I'm at the point right now where I'm kind of like, what do I know about what's going to make me happy in the future? The universe can throw some weird surprises in sometimes, and really shake things up, and you think you want something and then you don't. And I think sometimes maybe people miss really great stuff because they see someone and they're like, oh, they've got all this going for them. They get like a bunch of stuff that's on my list, but there's these couple things that are not negotiable. And by all means, I don't know what's right for you here. Like, maybe that is what's right for you. But what I'm just saying is, like, maybe source, the universe, whatever, has a really great future planned out for you, surprises in it, and it would play out and evolve in such a way that those wouldn't become non-negotiables. You would change. You would want something else. It wouldn't be important to you. Whatever. And sometimes people do change. Obviously, it's caused us humans a lot of struggle by thinking that people will change over time and expecting them to, and then having them not. But anyway, these are just some things that I wanted to send out to the wind, to the ether. So with this reading, this may be a long reading because I'm using a bunch of decks here. I did want to do the water decks. I've been feeling really called to use the water decks this season, summer 2016. So I have the Oracle of the Moonlight deck, and I have the Navigator's Mystic Seed Tarot. And I think I'm primarily going to use these. However, see, we've got 3 more decks here. I also wanted to pull a couple of Kuan Yin cards, so I'm going to do that. Kuan Yin, for those of you who don't know, is the deity of or goddess of compassion and mercy. She's a very gentle, feminine goddess. So I wanted to get a little insight from her on this. I'm also going to draw just one card from the Gaia Oracle because the reading was feeling a little empty, like something was going to be missing. That's actually the reason I'm going to use the Osho Zen deck. But I wanted to I'm just going to pull one card for a general energy scope for the season for us on the category of love, and also to just put a little grounding in there, help us ground it. So the last deck that I have here is the Osho Zen deck. And again, I don't know, I was just feeling like doing the water one was going to be a little off balance. I don't remember whether I thought there needed to be some more fire in there, or water or something, but when I went to my quiet place, the Osho deck popped up, and I thought, okay, so this may be the balance. I think this is the balance that would have been missing. So I think that's going to be helpful there. I have a hunch. That's what I'm using. Get a few little things around here to set up, hopefully help. I've got an ametrine stone for higher wisdom, insight, and intuition. I've got a rose quartz over here as well for love. I have a seashell that was found on the beach and animals were harmed in the process of this. So I started making the video and I made some errors and actually started to redo it. So there's a card already flipped out from Kuan Yin. I'm going to just leave that here, read that, and go into using some more as well. This video, like I said, this might be very long, so what I might do is just do the general outlook cards first, and then do one or more different videos for the elements. Either way, if you have time, I do encourage you to watch both of them because the general energy cards will be involved. I'm not going to clear them off the table when I do the element readings. I will look at them and combine the two. I think they're very important, but there's apt to be, your specific one is going to be what's closest to you. The message closest to you is going to come through your elemental. So there may be some specific information that's just for you and not for the general. I would think there would be in the elemental readings. Okay. I'm also going to probably use the booklets some here rather than doing it the other way. That's what I'm feeling inspired to do. So we had Shining Lotus, which is number 26 from the Kuan Yin deck that came up, and I am going to read that And I'm actually going to, okay. I'm actually going to draw another card from her deck as well. And that's Turquoise Lotus Mother, number 42. I'm sorry about any glares. So I'm going to go ahead and read those. And let's see, let me also cut this deck and take the Earth card here. Peace. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So from Kuan Yin, we have Shining Lotus. I think that was page 42. 82. I'm going to read the Kuan Yin ones straight out of the booklet. It says, there are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At other times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of true self to shine forth for all to behold. Have you been hiding in the spiritual closet? Sometimes it makes sense to avoid sharing your thoughts and feelings about spiritual beliefs and other personal matters until they are clearer in your own mind. However, there are also times when hiding your deepest truths away from the world will no longer protect you, but actually hold you back from living your divine destiny. Shining the lotus light of your own soul and walking your path in the world. This does not mean that you have to make a grand announcement, unless that is what is in your heart, but it does suggest that there is something within you that you could share with another or be more open about in your life more generally. It might be a talk with a loved one about some significant feelings that you have kept to yourself, or beginning to be more open about your beliefs and your abilities. Once you put your energy into the world, you magnetically attract like-minded souls into your life, which will then encourage you to share yourself even more. Don't worry if there are those that seem to be challenged or threatened by your beliefs. They don't have to have the same beliefs as you for you and them to be safe and loved and on the spiritual path, which is unique for all of us. You and others can benefit greatly from you staying true to your heart, and at the same time being open to the fact that they will have their own truths that may differ from yours. And that is just the way it is. You don't have to convince others or be convinced of anything yourself. All you need to do is listen to your own heart. If there is something that you have been holding within, you are guided to listen to your heart for the right time and the best way to share it. Let the lotus light of your own heart, your own soul, your own inner truth shine openly, beloved. Be gentle with yourself and know that you have a right to be here on this planet in your own truth, and that no matter what the response, whether a response of affirmation and love or a response of discomfort, your truth serves the greater good. Trust in the strength of this lotus light shining. It is more powerful than fear or doubt. It will light your way more deeply onto your spiritual path of peace, purpose, and power. Okay, that really hit home for me, what's going on right now with me. I'm looking for the turquoise lotus mother now. Turquoise is a really magical stone, for those of you who don't know, that has the color of blue and also green in it combined, and a lot of people look at it as a stone that connects the two worlds of spirit and higher self and earth. And I'm thinking already that this summer may be about spiritual development and doing that to an extent, bringing it together maybe, or bringing it down to earth. Changes. Something having to do with spirituality though, or the spiritual aspect of your relationship. If you're in a relationship, or you're going to be in one. If you're not, then about your own spirituality and the way it relates to relationships. Anyhow, I want to read this one from the booklet also. So Turquoise Lotus Mother brings precious healing to you now. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. An old pattern is finally in its death throes, something that weighed heavily on you from your past. This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go, just when it seems to be so demanding of your time, focus, and attention. Yet do not doubt, you have actually learned the lessons it required of you, and now you are being blessed with an opportunity to receive karmic healing. There are some lessons in our process of spiritual growth that cut right to the core of our being, that challenge us so deeply that even as we learn the lessons and practice the wisdom, we can still struggle to outgrow the grip of the pattern. No matter how hard we try, we might not feel that we are ever going to be able to completely release the challenge. No matter how much we grow, there is still a thread of the past that hangs on. We need a spiritual rescue remedy if we are ever to be free of the clutches of this persistent pain. The compassionate and spiritually powerful nature of Ma Kuan Yin, as the Turquoise Lotus Mother, seeks to bless you with karmic healing so that you may be lifted from your struggles and can simply leave them behind you now. Your soul has learned what it needed from the situation, and it has asked for a divine hand up, so that it might continue on its divine path of growth without unnecessary karmic weight pulling it down. Listen to your guidance now. Notice if you feel inspired to visit a healer, listen repeatedly to particular healing music, go to a class, or meditate at home at a particular time, or just more often. These are attempts by the Divine Mother to reach you through available channels. Divine blessings of karmic healing can flow from the spiritual world directly to your soul, but oftentimes they are more effective when coming through a human channel of a high vibrational level directly into your energy field on the physical plane. Be as open as you can be to guidance to allow the divine karmic healing of Turquoise Lotus Mother to reach you. Her turquoise nature cleanses and protects your energy field, and her lotus heart shines through to your own heart, bringing you peace. The Divine Mother within her simply wishes to nurture you into greater spiritual freedom. This oracle also indicates that if you have been working with crystals, turquoise in particular, to continue to do so, as it is empowering for you and it is helping you to heal whether you are completely conscious of this yet or not. So now we have the general cards laid out. Let's see, 22 minutes into it. Yes, I think I will go ahead and make part 2 now. So if you're not continuing on, thank you for joining me, and merry meet again.